Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here from Fursdon House. I have another journal that I want to share with you this morning. It is a spring botanical book is what I'm calling it, and that is because I have used a scrapbooking kit from Stamperia. I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's called Spring Botanic Scrapbooking, and there is the kit that I'm using. Has some of the most beautiful botanical things in there. But that's what I'm using for this book. And the neat thing about this book is that it's been recycled. I bought, about a year and a half ago, I bought several of these books here and from Walmart. And it has the neatest paper in it. It looks like brown craft paper, but it's not. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's much easier to write on. And I go through here and the pages are both sewn in as well as glued in. And I pull out the pages that are sewn in by unstitching it and use that in all of my projects. But then I was left with a book, a shell of a book that had still about 32 pages left in it that were glued in. And I didn't want to rip them out. And I thought, why don't I just, recycle this book and make a journal out of it? So that's what I've done. So that gets us to the dimensions of the book. The dimensions are 6 1/8 inches wide, 8 inches tall, and the spine is 1 inch. However, you can see it's turned into a little chunky monkey. It has a total of 32 pages in it. That's both front and back. So a total of 32. But what I've done is I've also included 16 of my pressed flowers, real pressed flowers in there. And so I've taken those 32 pages and combined them. You glue them together with the flower in between and all that, which you'll see in a minute. So you actually have 16 pages that you can actually write on, and that's front and back, which comes out to 32. But what I've taken away from you in space, I've also given you with a huge amount of journal cards and paper and everything else. So 32 pages, lots of journal cards, paper, and all the paper is so beautiful. Again, it's Stamperia Spring Botanical, and I'll put all those links and things underneath. As you can see on the front, this is a heavy cardstock. You can see how thick that is. So that's what the cover is. And obviously this is the front. I have a little bit of layering here with a little ladybug there. And this is some vintage lace that I've had both actually. Some more lace on the spine. And there's the reverse. And the closure is from sari silk. Love that stuff. And a little bit more layering. The Book Vandal shop. That lady, oh my goodness, Dawn at the Book Vandal shop. I'll put her link below. She has inspired me so much. And there are a couple of things in here that she's inspired me with. This is one of them, the layering that she does. So this is a little bit of lace, and all the pages from the book are from this Spring Botanic collection. A little bit of bling there just to kind of liven things up. And then the reverse I've just left alone because there was so much pattern and commotion going on anyway. It didn't need anything else. Beautiful colors. So let's go ahead and open it up. And there we go. Alright. So, let me do this. I want to show y'all so you can see the flowers. But the first page, again, more flowering, more layering here. And you can see that you could even print your name right there if you'd like. In this pocket here, and again, I've tried to give you as much space, so there's a card there. Beautiful, beautiful pages. And here's another card. You can write on the front and on the back, where normally you wouldn't be able to print. I've added several pages here. I've done that throughout the book. A little bit of leaf ribbon here. Finished it off. Something that someone had asked me about, what do you do with small pieces? I try and save pieces of paper that are about this big, sometimes even a little bit smaller, and that's exactly what I use them for, is like to trim off and finish tops of little pads and things that I make. It's a great way of using up paperwork. Put that back in there and him back in here. And here is an envelope that I've created using their papers. Just some silk floss and a button. And it has a Velcro closure. In the inside, I have, I think that, yeah, there is two things. So a little bit more paper to write on, and this paper literally comes from this book. You can see it's the same paper. Those are for the pages that I was able to unsew, or unstitch rather. So again, more space to write on. And then also in here is a letter. Now I got this idea from Jackie Chimes. I'll put her link below too. She was the one who first, who I bought my first junk journal from. And she had this type of letter. I've changed mine around a little bit, obviously. And I thought it was such a wonderful idea. Just sort of introduce yourself to the whoever gets the journal. It is for sale on my Etsy shop, and I'll put that link below. But I thought that was such a neat idea. So, Jackie, thank you. I love the letter, and I've kept it all these years. And I thought, well, I'm just going to include one of my own. So I've started doing that now with my journals. I wasn't doing it for the longest time. I thought, you know, that's really cool. I should do that. Let's put him back in here. Here we have a card. Beautiful butterfly. The colors are muted and just so spring-like. And there's a reverse. It's sort of like a postcard, but a lot prettier than normal. And all of these little tiny paper clips, those are Tim Holtz paper clips. And here you can see what I've done. And again, there are 16 of these flowers throughout the book. You can see the front there. This is a pansy. These all, the majority of these, if not all, came from my garden. I say my garden, it's my husband's pet project. He is a fantastic gardener. And so you turn the page and you can see the reverse of each flower. And that's throughout the book on every page that I've got in there. So here's another card. And the front here, or back, however you want to look at it. And here we have white crepe myrtle. And on these little tags, I put a little bit of, oh, what is this? Seam binding ribbon. And on the reverse, I hate covering up such beautiful paper like this, so I wanted to show it and also give you more space to write. So I've just included a little mini booklet there. And again, all of them throughout the book are like this, with so I won't necessarily open every one of them up, but they all look like that on the reverse. Different designs, obviously, on the front. And there you see the back of the crepe myrtle. And then we have another card and another tag. And again, you can see there. And this card, and I've put, you see another use of a small piece of paper. Beautiful paper. And I've just put a few pages on that one. So, here. Oh well, it wants to misbehave, so I'm just going to leave it there. And here's a card. And on this page is the yellow rosebud. And then you can see the reverse. And this is just another card with a back that you can write on. Here we have a belly band and two of the round cards. It's a lovely mixture of bugs and spiders. There's even a spider or two. Butterflies, moths, you name it. And then beautiful flowers as well on the paper. So it's truly botanical. And I've just put a little bit of a dyed paper doily to give you a little bit of writing space. And, you know, a lot of people, well, there's not enough room to write anything. Well, there's more room than you think once you start writing. I was surprised at how much I would get on these. But it's great space to, like, save a special date, like an anniversary or a special date or whatever. Or you could attach tickets or something. They're great for inspirational quotes or Bible quotes. Just something to think about for the smaller spaces to write on. This is Speedwell. And there's the reverse of it. And here we have a pocket. And we have, get that here, another little booklet. Just a one-pager. And a little tag there. these out of the way there. And let's see, this flower is the passion flower. Now that one, oh yeah, that one, not from my garden, but Kroger nearby. They have a field right beside there, and my husband stopped and let me pick them. And it's also known as the Mock Apricot. It's the Tennessee state flower. I didn't realize that until I started researching, trying to figure out what the name was. And again, here's another one of the little tags with the seam binding ribbon on the top. And you can see the reverse of the passion flower. Another card, yellow seam binding, same with the writing space on the reverse. Here we have ironweed, little buds, and a card here. It's just so pretty. The little spider coming down. I hate spiders, but I try, and I know they're necessary, so I have this rule that if you're in my house, you're fair game. I will kill you if I see you, because I am terrified of them, but I try never to bother them if they're outside the house. I figure that's fair enough. That's about as fair as I can be. There's the reverse of the ironweed buds, and on here we have an oval-shaped card that you can write on in this area, as well as that. And I've just put a little button and some silk floss there. See, as long as I'm on camera, it doesn't want to go in. There we go. Better than I thought. And this pocket, it's a pocket that I was inspired to create. I've got two of them in here. And the Book Vandal, Dawn at the Book Vandal shop, inspired me to do these. She, amazing stuff. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, I highly recommend it. You will be amazed at what she can create. And this one is strictly a pocket on the side. You cannot get into there. It's just for looks. Ribbon and a little button here. More of the paper. And then I've included a page that I've distressed with ink. So again, you can see anytime I've taken up space, I've tried to give you more space to write on. That, and I love to write, so I like a lot of space, so I give other people a lot of space. And these flowers, these are moss roses. Okay, and you can see the reverse there on the moss roses. This is a little tuck spot here. Isn't that beautiful? And a card here. There's a space there. And here. Oops, how's this go here? Something like this. Oh well. Nope, I think I had it like that. I'm trying to put it all back together so I don't have to go back in again. Here we have two small cards. No place to write it. Well, you could if you had a dark pen, but I just like the front of them, and you could write something on here. A little tuck spot here. And here we have Bleeding Hearts. So beautiful. And they hang down in clusters from a hanging basket. They're also called Fushia. They might have even other names. Since I've started pressing these flowers, I've learned all kinds of neat things. My grandmother would be amazed. She always knew names of flowers and all kinds of stuff, and I never did, and I thought I never would. But lo and behold, another little card there. Little tuck spot. You can write something there if you'd like. Belly band here, and then 3 cards, or tags rather. There's the spider. Ooh, bleh. I'll just think of Charlotte's Web and think nice thoughts. And dragonfly, and then the tulips. And all 3 of them are like this on the back. They just fit down right in there. And let's see, where's my card? Here we go. That is the purple clover. We primarily have white, but every now and then we'll get a bit of purple, and I go nuts over the purple. I think it's so pretty. You can see the reverse there. Another belly band with 2 of the cards. And I've just stitched around them, giving them some contrast here. And here's another one of these little tags with the seam binding ribbon. And the flower in this case is a Mandeville. You can see them there. If I can get the move the ribbon from the tag behind. Okay. Tag with the paper on the reverse. There's another tag. Again, all of these are just like this. And there's the reverse of the Mandeville. Here's the second envelope pocket that I created. This one has actually two pockets. There's the back pocket, and I've included a little bit of paper to write on, just to stress the edges with ink. And then I've also included, you can see, this is a CD sleeve that I have, what do you call it? I started to say renovated, redesigned, whatever you want to make of it. Those, I didn't realize, this is from Tim Holtz's collection, his botanical collection, that flower is. And so is that butterfly. And then just a bit of silk. That paper is from the Stamperia collection, as is this one. Okay. And so you have two pockets in this one. See if I can get him to line back up so he doesn't look cattywampus. I think it's such a cool word, cattywampus. Oh well. Purple Phlox. Push that in there a little bit better. And you can see the reverse there. Another tag here. More cards. I love the use of color. There's a little tuck spot there using the dragonfly. Here we have another card, more space to write on the reverse. And this one as well. Little ladybug on there. And this is a white Mandeville. And you can see the reverse there. And we have another card here. This one's slightly different. It opens up like so. And here is a pocket. We have paper here. A little card to write on. And this is purple crepe myrtle. We have like purple, pink, and white crepe myrtle. Beautiful trees. They are so beautiful here in Alabama. There's the reverse. And then there's another tag like that with the writing on the back, or the writing paper on the back. Then we have this card with the finish there. There you go. And this flower, or it's actually a pod. Let me take this off so you can see it better. It's called Liriope. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's also more commonly known as monkey grass. And we have it everywhere. Makes a great, what do you call it? A border. But that is a Liriope pod, or a monkey grass pod. Put this in here. And then you can see the reverse of it. Another card here. I've just done some zigzag stitching to give a little bit of contrast. Here we have rhododendron. Yes, we have all of these flowers. Well, other than I think there are 2 in here out of the 16 that aren't in our yard, but there are others in our yard that aren't in here, so that's the rhododendron bud. So pretty. And another little card, a little tag, an oval shape, little button I put on there. There's that. And there's the reverse of the rhododendron. Another tag, same as the front. And this is a mimosa. The mimosa did not come from our yard. My husband stopped at great peril along the side of the road. He spoils me, I admit it. Actually, I want to keep this on there, a little tag. It's easier. And then just pull this out. This you can use as a bookmark if you like. But again, more writing space. I love to write myself, so I always like to give people plenty of space to write on. Seam binding ribbon. There's the reverse of that, and then another long tag or card, and then here's another one of the tags here that you can actually use as a bookmark if you want. And I'm actually using it as a little tuck spot as well. And this is the back page. This is, let's see what we have here. We have another one of the little tags with a grasshopper. And then a card. And again, I've done that with a little green leaf ribbon. I love that ribbon. Absolutely love it. I've got it in green and in cream color. And I've done this one as well. Space on the front to write as well as the reverse. And then this card. Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing everything. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. That way you can find out what I'm going to do next. I'm having a lot of fun. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave those below. I appreciate your time, and I'm hoping you're having a great day and have a blessed weekend. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.